Okay, so get this. Imagine a world where the problems that would take our most powerful computers like millions of years to solve could be tackled in minutes.
Yeah,
That's the potential of quantum computing.
it is, yeah.
And today we're diving into Nvidia.
Right.
So you know them for their graphics processing, but they're becoming a major player in this field.
Yeah.
You've provided us with a bunch of articles, press releases, and even a YouTube video transcript.
Cool.
All about Nvidia's foray into this world.
Yeah.
So let's see what they're doing.
Sounds good.
Okay, so before we jump into Nvidia's role,
Sure.
let's make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
When we say quantum computing, what is that?
Okay, so the big difference is the fundamental unit of information.
Right.
So like our everyday computers, they use bits,
Right.
like a 0 or a 1.
Yep.
But quantum computers, they use these things called qubits.
Okay.
They can be 0, 1, or like both at the same time.
Oh, wow.
It's called superposition.
Super busy.
Yeah, and this lets quantum computers calculate things in a totally different way.
So why is superposition such a big deal? How does that actually solve real problems?
Okay, so think of it like this. You're searching for a specific grain of sand on a beach.
Oh, okay.
A regular computer would have to look at each grain one by one, right?
Makes sense.
But a quantum computer,
Yeah.
it can look at all the grains at the same time
Oh, wow.
because of superposition.
Right.
So it speeds up the search a ton.
Yeah.
And this unlocks these problems that are impossible even for our best computers right now.
Yeah. Like what kind of problems?
We're talking like medicine materials,
Yeah.
science, AI,
Huge.
huge.
Okay, so where does Nvidia fit into all of this?
So they're focusing on what they're good at, acceleration.
Okay.
So they have this software platform. It's called CUDA-Q.
CUDA-Q.
Yeah, and it bridges the gap between quantum computers and our normal supercomputers.
Why is that bridge important? Why can't quantum computers work alone?
So quantum computers are still pretty new. They're very complex and sensitive to noise.
Noise, like literal noise.
Well, kind of. It disrupts their calculations.
Oh, I see.
And that's where the power of supercomputers come into. NVIDIA's tech helps a lot with that.
So CUDA-Q is like a turbocharger for quantum research.
You got it.
So it helps researchers test quantum algorithms.
Yeah.
The instructions that tell the quantum computer what to do,
Exactly.
and it helps them deal with the noise problem.
Yeah, a major hurdle.
Gotcha. So this brings us to NVIDIA's partnership with Google Quantum AI.
Right.
What's the big deal with this collaboration?
It shows how important NVIDIA's technology is for pushing the boundaries of quantum computing.
Okay.
So Google is using NVIDIA's EOS supercomputer, one of the most powerful in the world, by the way,
Wow.
along with CUDA-Q
Okay.
to simulate their quantum processors.
Why EOS specifically?
It's not just about power.
Yeah.
It's designed for high-performance computing and AI, which is exactly what you need for quantum simulation. The architecture lets it do tons of calculations at the same time,
Right.
like parallel processing. You know?
Right.
And this is super important for quantum mechanics because it's so complex.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this partnership is going to help Google build larger and more powerful quantum processors
Okay.
while still tackling those noise issues.
So it's like giving Google Quantum AI the ultimate research lab,
You got it.
powered by NVIDIA.
Exactly.
But it's not just Google, right?
Right.
They're working with others too, like
Yeah.
quantum machines.
Yeah, they're developing specialized hardware together,
Like what?
like the DGX quantum system.
Okay, what's that?
It combines NVIDIA's GPUs with quantum machines' quantum control platform.
So it's like the conductor of the quantum computer.
Yeah, it orchestrates how the qubits work.
Wow, so NVIDIA is building this whole ecosystem around quantum computing.
That is pretty cool.
They're encouraging collaboration and innovation.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for the average person?
Yeah.
How will all this impact our daily lives?
It's early days,
Yeah.
but the potential is huge.
Like what?
Imagine personalized medicine being the norm,
Okay.
or new materials that are unlike anything we've seen before,
Wow.
revolutionizing industries,
Yeah.
and unbreakable encryption.
Protecting us online.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
it is.
So even if we're not programming quantum computers anytime soon,
Right.
the work NVIDIA is doing is making that future closer.
Definitely.
What else are they doing to speed up the adoption of this tech?
They're also working with supercomputing centers all over the world.
Okay.
They're installing quantum processors within existing NVIDIA-powered systems. So more researchers and institutions can use them.
It's like a global network of quantum research hubs,
Yeah,
all powered by Nvidia.
pretty much.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
But before we jump into all of that,
Sure.
let's pause here for a second.
Oh, wait.
Let the listener catch up.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts on this so far? What about Nvidia's involvement in quantum computing stands out to you the most?
Well, I think it's fascinating how NVIDIA is approaching this. You know, they're not just building tools,
Right.
they're creating this whole collaborative environment to push the whole field forward.
I see.
Like, one way they're doing this is by embracing open source software.
Okay, so can you explain what open source means in this context
Sure.
and why it matters for quantum computing?
So basically, open source software means that anyone can access the code.
Okay,
They can use it, modify it.
got it.
So in the case of CUDA-Q, this means that researchers and developers from all over the world,
Yeah.
they can actually contribute to its development.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, this accelerates innovation,
Yeah.
creates a shared knowledge base.
So they're not keeping their tech a secret.
Right.
They're encouraging this global community to work together.
Exactly.
You make it even better.
It's pretty remarkable.
It is pretty remarkable.
It attracts top talent.
Yeah.
Encourages experimentation, you know,
Yeah,
and that leads to faster advancements in the field.
I see.
It also prevents researchers from being stuck with just one system.
Right.
Gives them more flexibility.
You mentioned earlier that Nvidia is investing in the future of quantum computing.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about that?
So besides these partnerships with these big companies like Google and quantum machines,
Mm-hmm.
NVIDIA is also working with universities and research institutions.
Okay.
They're sponsoring hackathons,
Cool.
developing educational resources,
Wow.
basically creating a whole new generation of quantum experts.
It's like you're planting the seeds for a future where quantum computing is accessible to everyone.
Right.
Not just a niche thing.
Exactly.
But I'm curious about the complexity.
Yeah.
Is the average programmer going to be writing quantum code anytime soon?
Well, it's definitely not as simple as regular programming,
Right.
but NVIDIA is working on that.
Okay.
Their partnerships with universities are key. They're creating specialized programs and training
Yeah.
to make quantum computing easier to learn for new programmers.
So they're not just giving them the tools, they're
Right.
giving them the knowledge and the skills to use them.
Exactly. It's a holistic approach.
It is.
Yeah.
One of the articles mentioned something called a generative quantum eigensolver.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds really complex.
It is, but it's super interesting.
Okay.
It's where artificial intelligence and quantum computing come together.
Wow.
So this generative quantum eigensolver,
Yeah.
it was developed by NVIDIA and the University of Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
It uses these large language models, like the ones that power ChatGPT,
Okay.
to make quantum computers even more efficient.
Wait, so they're using AI to boost quantum computing?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
It is.
So what does it actually do?
So in this case, the AI helps the quantum computer figure out the most stable configurations of molecules.
Okay.
This is huge for things like drug discovery and material science. It lets researchers design new drugs and materials with very specific properties.
That's incredible. It's like these different technologies are merging together.
It is. It's amazing.
And that's just one example.
Yeah.
What else are they working on?
They're exploring other areas where quantum computing and AI can work together,
Okay.
like quantum algorithms for machine learning,
Mm-hmm.
or using quantum simulations to design better batteries.
Wow.
They're even tackling financial fraud with quantum machine learning.
So many possibilities.
Yeah.
It's clear that NVIDIA is really committed to this quantum future.
They are.
But let's step back for a second
Sure.
and look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
Where does quantum computing fit into the future of tech?
That's a big question
Yeah.
with a lot of potential answers.
Right.
Some people think that quantum computing will replace our regular computers completely.
Wow.
Others see it as more of a specialized tool
Okay.
for specific problems that regular computers can't handle.
So we don't know if it's going to be like the next smartphone,
Right.
or more like a powerful scientific instrument.
That's part of what makes this field so exciting.
Yeah.
We're scratching the surface.
We are.
But what we do know is that NVIDIA is playing a huge role in shaping that future,
Yeah.
you know, with their focus on collaboration and accessibility
Right.
and pushing the limits of what's possible.
They are.
It's really cool.
This has been incredibly insightful.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand just how big this whole quantum computing thing is
Yeah.
and NVIDIA's role in it.
It's huge.
But with any powerful technology,
Right.
there are always considerations beyond just the technical advancements. So we've talked about all the good stuff, but what about the downsides?
Yeah, that's an important point.
Are there risks with this technology?
Definitely. Any tech this powerful has responsibilities that come with it.
Yeah, like what?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is about cryptography,
Okay.
our online security.
Okay.
It depends on encryption. And those algorithms are really hard for normal computers to break.
Right.
But a powerful enough quantum computer could crack those codes.
Oh, wow.
And that would create huge security problems.
So it's like giving someone a key that can unlock anything.
Kinda, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
That's a little scary.
It is. This threat has led to a lot of research in post-quantum cryptography.
Okay.
It's about developing new ways to encrypt things.
Right.
They can't be broken by quantum computers.
So it's a race.
Yeah.
As quantum computers get better, we need better defenses.
Exactly.
We need to be ready for the consequences.
You do.
And try to solve the problems before they happen.
Right. There's another concern too.
What's that?
The impact on jobs.
Oh, right.
If these computers can do things that people do now, some jobs might disappear.
We've seen that with AI and automation. It's important to prepare people for that.
You're right. We'll need retraining programs and new kinds of jobs.
Yeah, new education.
Exactly. We have to adapt to this new world.
It's a good reminder that technology changes society.
It does.
And we have to think about that carefully.
For sure.
But even with these risks, the benefits seem huge.
I agree. The potential is too big to ignore.
Right. We could solve some of the biggest problems, like developing new medicines or addressing climate change.
Quantum computing could change the world for the better.
So Nvidia is really pushing this forward.
They are.
What do you think is next for them?
Well, Nvidia is a leader in this field.
Right.
They provide the tools and the support for everyone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they built their own quantum computer.
Wow, really?
Or at least parts of one.
So they could go from accelerating to actually building them.
Yeah, it would be a big deal.
It would.
But even if they don't do that, their impact is huge.
They're helping so many people make these breakthroughs.
Yeah.
This has been an incredible deep dive. We've learned so much about quantum computing.
We have.
And Nvidia's role in it all.
It's exciting.
What's the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
I think the main thing is that quantum computing is real.
It's not sci-fi anymore.
Exactly. It's happening now.
Yeah.
And it has the potential to change everything.
Companies like Nvidia are making that happen.
They are.
They're paving the way for a better future.
That's a good way to put it.
So to our listener, think about a world where these quantum computers are everywhere. Like our smartphones.
It's mind-blowing.
It is. What problems could we solve?
It's a future worth thinking about.
It is, and it's closer than we think.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's fun.
Until next time, keep exploring.